Let's open up this discussion by talking about the people that come on my channel or channels like mine and leave a silly comment to the effect of, "Oh, all you guys do is talk about LeBron. It's pathetic." Look, the point of my channel's initiative, its purpose is to call out the bullshit. So when the bullshit dealers stop dealing out the bullshit, I'll stop countering it. So what I'm doing is countering bullshit. I'm not waking up in the morning and diving into the deepest parts of my creativity to try and come up with something to say about LeBron James. No. It's being handled for me by the collective media, by the Clutch Sports Media Group. Sorry, I have John Coltrane playing in my headphones while I record this, and the guy's kind of chaotic. It's not the easiest shit to concentrate to. LeBron James was eliminated on April 30th. This is May 16th, and we're still hearing about LeBron James in the media. And it's not just that we're hearing about him, we're hearing lies told on his behalf.
Finals with a roster that a lot of people didn't think should have been in the Western Conference Finals.
To beat the Nuggets with the roster that you have, like this particular roster.
Look, I don't think it's his fault.
Golden State has more overall talent.
Look, LeBron James is still one of the 10 best players in basketball.
I believe LeBron James is still the best, right this minute, is the best player in the world.
Some of what we're hearing is crazy, outlandish, blatant lies, blatantly disrespectful to the other great players in the NBA right now. Some of it is more innocent on the surface, but still needlessly making sure that LeBron James is in our face. Game 6, May 16th, of an epic matchup in the Western Conference semifinals. And what are they doing pregame? Talking about whether or not Stephen A. Smith could score a shot on LeBron James. Stephen A. Smith couldn't score a shot on me. This isn't a topic. This isn't something worth talking about. This is just keeping LeBron James's name in the news. So today, sit back and listen to me rant about just the things I've heard since LeBron James was eliminated. I am still hearing people say he's a top 5 player in the league. That's crazy. That's madness. I think on one of the shows where I heard that said, someone else on the panel earlier said he doesn't play defense anymore. We all know that. No one rebuked that person for saying it. No one had a counter argument. Yet later on in the same show, someone else said he's still top 5 player in the league. And then no one rebuked that. How can those both be true? You can't have someone who doesn't play defense be considered a top 5, no matter how good that person's offense is. And his offense is not good. You got to score 80 points a night to try and make up for not playing defense. These guys need to be held accountable. They need to be sat down in front of the NBA players that they are disrespecting and have to look them in the eyes as they tell lies about LeBron James. I mean, the playoffs have been so good without the Lakers in it. These struggles, the battles, the Pacers and the Knicks really going at it. And it's not just the physicality and the defense, which has been refreshing to watch. You're seeing people play with heart. Brunson is just really leaving it all on the floor, unlike LeBron James, who simply claims that he leaves it out on the floor. Josh Hart. I mean, even Dante DiVincenzo has got you cheering for him. Hartenstein has got you cheering for him. But this is before we even talk about what Jokic is doing. Let's just go through a few of the names that you would have to put underneath of LeBron James in order to have him top 5. Anthony Edwards, Jokic, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, Luka, Jalen Brunson, Jaylen Brown, Tatum. Kyrie's balling out. What about people who are already eliminated that are still, in my opinion, more valuable than LeBron James? Curry. You really going to take LeBron James over Steph Curry? Let's say they both get offered the same ridiculous contract that's being offered to LeBron James for 3 years. You want LeBron for the next 3 years more than Steph Curry? How about Giannis? Let's take the injuries out of it, because people aren't considering injuries when they make these statements. They're just talking about who the best player is. Like they're saying that LeBron James is better than Giannis. How about Anthony Davis? I mean, without Anthony Davis, the Lakers were effed. It wasn't about LeBron James, which brings me to another way that these guys cap for LeBron. Nick Wright sneakily says things like, you can't expect LeBron to lead a team to the championship at age 40. Well, this implies that would be something new. Like, once he hits 40, he can't be the leader of the team. He hasn't led them when he was 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. He won't be leading them when he's 40. You'll just be claiming that he is. Why do the Lakers give away everything they have and spend all the money that they have every single season, even though they got LeBron James 5 years ago? I thought you already got the piece. How is it that the franchise is constantly bending over backwards trying to get superstars? I thought you already got the superstar of superstars, especially if he's even now a top 5 player. How about Maxey, Halliburton, De'Aaron Fox, Sabonis? And there's other ways. It's not just the compliments that they give LeBron James. It's the criticism that they avoid giving him. I was driving home from Tahoe today, and I heard Chris Broussard making fun of Cat for exaggeratedly limping off the court at the end of the game, but saying, oh, he looked fine during the game. All of a sudden, you look injured. You telling me that that's not LeBron James's calling card? Pulling injuries out of his ass when things aren't going well? I mean, speaking of, I haven't heard much about what's going on to correct this supposed ongoing foot issue that we kept hearing about during the season, as he continued to dance on the sidelines while he sat out games because of this injury that suddenly haven't heard anything about. Again, LeBron James is the king of, oh, I pulled my hamstring, once the guy is clearly outrunning him. Apparently Shannon Sharp called out Luka for complaining too much and leaving his team playing 4-on-5. Oh my God. There's no one who leaves his team hanging in a 4-on-5 situation due to complaining more than LeBron James. Never heard Shannon Sharp mention that. It doesn't mean that what he said about Luka isn't true, but it is another example of how they won't apply that criticism to the person who should be getting the most criticism. If you're supposed to be the GOAT, then you should be under scrutiny. Speaking of scrutiny, let's just talk about Reggie Miller really quick. You know that I expected this. I made a video almost immediately saying there's no way that this is going to last. And look, Reggie's original statement left him an escape route. So you knew he was going to take the escape route if he was confronted. What a wuss. But why is there so much fear? Why does someone have to have an escape route? I don't remember people being afraid of criticizing Michael Jordan back in the day. They sure did it. Even when they ended up being wrong, what were the consequences for those people? I mean, it's weird. Why shouldn't Reggie Miller be able to say the player's name? Man, like, that's weird. That tells you how shady things have become in the NBA, in the clutch sports-owned NBA. You should not be afraid of saying someone's name. Even if you were wrong, a lot of people are wrong with their criticism, but there's only one guy who, oh no, shit, don't say his name. And on that topic, isn't it funny that Nick Wright and shows like Nick Wright said that Reggie Miller took a direct shot at LeBron James? Like there was no doubt in anyone's mind that it was about LeBron James. Even Nick Wright said so. Hey man, it shouldn't be that obvious who he's talking about. There's got to be something to it, right? When there's no doubt that the criticism is describing a specific person, then you need to look at that person, not the fact that there was criticism. And of course, I know you're going to say, oh, but he's 39, he's nearly 40, cut him some slack. No, he's on the floor. He's playing. He's about to, once again, be the highest paid athlete in the NBA. Why? Why would I cut him some slack? He is sucking the Lakers franchise dry, and you simultaneously want to have an excuse party about his age? Then why on earth is he getting this much money? Don't tell me that he's 40 years old while simultaneously saying that he's a top 5 player. A couple of people this year said he was still number 1. Greeny said it. I think Stephen A. Smith said it once. I mean, Stephen A. Smith calls 10 people the best player in the world at one point or another during every season. No, you are not a top 5 player if we have to make excuses for your play based on age or injuries, or he's allowed to rest on defense so that he can play more offense. No, all of those things mean that you are not a top 5 player. Those things mean you shouldn't still be playing at all. All right, I'm going to get into some specifics, but I'm going to put that in the next video. Thanks for tuning in. Catch you on the next one.